Yo, hey, what's up, everybody? It is your boy, Scrub the Tarnished. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're playing a little unfair today. If you saw the previous video, then you already know what's about to happen. But we're working with the level 90 quality build that focuses on the Dragon Halberd and the Dragonscale Katana. Mostly the Dragon Halberd, because as you can see, I have 35 points in strength, and I got the Star Scourge heirloom complementing it with that 5 extra points, because at base I have 30. So yeah, we're gonna be mean-ish, kind of. I'm like, it's a mean build, but like I'm trying to be nice to some players. So anyways, yes, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now including background music. In the last video I included some dubstep. Yes, you heard me right, dubstep from like 2005 to 2008. So this video is also dubstep. But I was talking about in the last video how there is a new sound that's inspired by the old sound, which you heard in the last video. So the tracks that are being played in this video are that kind of like dubstep, that new sound that is derived from the older sound. So it's not that loud, abrasive, robotic noise. It's like, I don't know, rap and hip hop have taken a big influence in, you know, this newer kind of like dubstep. People call this like proper dubstep. And so, yeah, we're just going to be playing some dope dubstep tracks while I commentate and L2 people to death. So, yeah, this build is pretty much just like L2 to win. And I find it funny that the game sets up some weapons or some players to have some kits that are just so insanely easy to use. Because most of this video is just going to be me pressing L2 and I just win most of the time. That's if people aren't super latent, but there are some very latent invasions. I got some family in town, and so they're using up all the Wi-Fi at the same time as me when I'm trying to game. I know that's very selfish of me to say, but it causes me to either I'm the really latent one, or the people that I'm going against are the really latent people. So I don't know. It's hard, and you'll see in this invasion, which is a 3v1, well I guess a 3v2, because I have the help of my lovely Commander O'Neill. I've called this guy Commander Nile, but Commander Nile is the one who's actually in Castle Sol in the mountaintops of the Giants, and so this is Mr. O'Neill. I know he's probably called Commander O'Neill, but it just sounds more proper if I call him Mr. O'Neill. It just sounds a lot more polite, and you know, we're somewhat of a polite bad red man, I suppose. So yeah, so it was kind of an intense fight. I don't even know how I managed to live through most of it, because the host was using the L2 from the winged scythe, and I managed to live by a hair. I'm very glad that I got my raw meat dumplings on hand, ready to go in my pouch, because you can actually counteract the no Estus effect from the winged scythe or like the albinaric pot and just eat a piece of raw meat and poison yourself. Give yourself a little bit of sickening, which actually doesn't really make sense to make yourself sick by eating raw meat, because like, sure, meat tastes very good cooked, but like you don't get sick if you eat raw meat, right? If you eat raw fish or like raw chicken, you'll get sick, but why would I get poisoned for eating raw meat? I guess it's more so to like a slight punishment for saying, hey, you suck. You ran out of Estus. You suck. So now you gotta eat a piece of dung or whatever. Eat literal crap and get poisoned. Very, very, thank you, Elden Ring. Thank you, Michael Zaki. Yeah, so I find it funny that the host literally quit out mid L2 in that last invasion. I mean, I would have won the trade either way, but the guy was just so petty that he did not want me to get the win whatsoever. But, I mean, I think it's safe to say that we win those. So, yes. Don't alt F4 in front of my face, otherwise I will find your IP address, I'll come over to your house, and I will tie you down on your bed. I don't like where this is going already, and tickle you. Yeah, just tickle you. You thought I was going to say something else. You sick, twisted animal. Get your mind out the gutter. We do not go that far. Unless, like, somebody really pisses me off. Which is, like, very rare to happen. I'm not really that hot-headed of a person, so. But sometimes, I don't know, some people, especially the 3-man ganks, their behavior just pisses me off. And then, like, say you're like going against the Limgrave gank at first step, and then they have like the most like stupid of builds. I'm not even saying like stupid good. I'm just saying like stupid builds, and they still get you, and then they think they're so good they gotta go for the teabag and the point down, even though it's a 1v3. Like, sure, there's a very high chance that you'll be able to eliminate me. So I felt like that's what their mindset, this team that I just fought, that's what their mindset was. So I had to give them the point down, because I'm just like, no, you cannot gang up on me like that. I'll just L2 in your face. It's funny because, like I said in the last video, like, some weapons really do have to be respected, and the Dragon Halberd is one of those weapons. And if you aren't familiar with the term of like what does it mean to respect a weapon? It means that if you're like challenging somebody for a Moonveil, for example, if you're trying to like heal somebody who's in Moonveil L2 range of you, they're obviously just going to go for the heal punish all the time. So you have to be a little bit more cautious about how you play with some Moonveilers. Some people are cracked with the Moonveils, some people just know nothing but L2, and so you just got to be careful. I mean, it's still like you can still be bad with the weapon and still manage to delete people, even if you have the right stat spread. So that's an example. And for the Dragon Halberd, you just don't be in range of its L2, otherwise you will die. And the spinning slash on this is the slower spinning slash, so it has hyper armor. So you can use it to trade or to just like hyper armor through attacks and then just like delete people depending on how much health they have. So, I was gonna say, like, what was that third invasion, like right outside the capital outskirts, with that fist bull goat guy. I invade them again. I was gonna say that, but I got carried away in conversation. Well, I'm not really having a conversation. I'm just monologuing. It would be nice to have a conversation, but you can't really do that. Imagine if there was what you call it? Voice chat in Elden Ring. Like, imagine if you, like, proximity chat. There we go. Yeah, imagine if there was proximity chat in this game. I think that would be so funny. It would just be so many people talking smack to each other and saying like, I'm gonna get you. No, you can't. You're bad, or whatever. So I'm in favor of a proximity chat. The thing is, like, actually, kinda. Yes and no. I'm not really that good of a smack talker, because it's just not of my nature to like make fun of people or like tease them or whatever. Sure, I'm very good at like teasing people in game. Like, this is a good example of like just poking at them with the AoE that comes from golem arrows while this chariot thing is like going back and forth. So they have no choice but to move eventually and come to me. So I mean, I'm very good at teasing in game, but when it comes to my words, nah, I rather hold my tongue and be respectful with the words, because actions in game, like using the Stormhawk axe L2 to quickly delete players, it's like they're gonna forget about it in the morning. But some people, words stick with some people, and so I'd rather be conscious of the words I say. So that's, I guess, my wisdom for this video is just like, hold your tongue when necessary. Don't if you like smack talking, then I question your character, and I think you should too. But then again, who am I to judge? So it is what it is. But yeah, proximity chat still would be fun in some circumstances. So yeah, anyways, here we are at Castle Sol. We got Mr. Toad, who is using a heavy thrusting sword, and then we got a Kyrian Knight using Eleonora's pole blade. I really want to take Eleonora's pole blade into like level 40 or maybe level 60, because there's so much hyper armor in that L2, and I don't like people that spam it all the time, because it's a very fast, or I don't know, there's a lot of different attacks in that L2 animation, and it's hard to contest with sometimes, because people just spam L2, and if you don't really have a lot of poise like I do, you can't really, I don't know, unless you have a hyper armor weapon, there's not really much else that you can do to get around that. You kind of gotta just wait for them to use all their FP or whatever. So yeah, I want to take it into like level 40 or level 60. I haven't done anything with my level 40 build in a while, so I think it might be time to make a return for it. It's either going to be like a sort of Milos charge attack build at level 40, or maybe using like the ring finger and just flicking people. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'll probably move to like Eleanor's Pole Blade. So I don't know. I took a break from this game for a couple weeks, and so I'm recently getting back into it. That's why I've been a little bit more respectful to players, is because I was very toxic. Not only, I wasn't like sending hate mail or anything, but just like if I'm throwing rope feeded pots at everyone, even though some people don't deserve it, and just like pointing down all the time or teabagging them and just like using super mean builds, and it's like, I don't know, I don't want to be one of those toxic players. But at the same time, some of y'all are very judgmental when it comes to how other people play PvP. So like, mind your business. Let me go through the phases of being an invader. And so I'm trying to be a nice bad red man. So for those who don't know and are new to the channel, like Elden Ring is my first completed Soulsborne game, and so this is like, I'm new-ish to invasion. So I've been invading for a little over a year now, and so the progression I made in a year is quite surprising. There's been a lot of progression, but at the same time I feel like there's so much room for improvement on a lot of the things that I do, especially just like being smart. Sometimes I still try to face trade and just attack out of hit stun sometimes, because maybe I'll think I'll like hyper armor through or like out trade them or whatever. But nah, sometimes I do be stupid stuff. I be doing stupid stuff. Wow. I had like a breakfast sandwich today, and then I had like 2 cups of coffee and nothing in between that, and it's not even dinner time yet, so I'm kind of running on nothing but a breakfast sandwich, sitting in front of a desk for 8 hours, and now I just got home and doing this. So like, I don't know where my brain's at right now, but that's okay. Sometimes words be reversed. I don't know why. I don't know if that's like an ADHD thing. And I know a lot of people in Gen Z will say like, oh yeah, I have chronic ADHD or whatever, or I don't know. People love to self-diagnose themselves in my generation, and I don't know why. A lot of millennials as well. The thing is, like, why would you believe what Google tells you? Or why would you believe what TikTok tells you about yourself? Like, form your own opinions. And my opinion about this build is that it's dummy stupid. And I say dummy stupid, even though that's a double negative, which is a positive. It's because it's just like, it's so dumb how cracked it is, but it's also so stupid because you don't even have to use multiple attacks. All you can do is just press L2. So yeah, I challenge you to form an opinion of your own and write that opinion down and stick true to it, rather than being influenced by what the internet has to say about what you believe in. So I know I'll probably get a lot of hate for that, but I think we need more free thinkers in this world instead of slaves to the screen, which low-key I am too. All I know is Elden Ring. All I know is dubstep. All I know is Jesus. I read the Bible a lot. What else do I know? Yeah, there's not much else I know, so I can't really form an opinion on a lot of things. Just kidding. Anyways, moving on. So, going back to what I said about dummy stupid, it's just fun to see how quickly some fights end with the Dragon Halberd. And I put it at level 90 because I felt like, I don't know, with meta level, they're like 125 to 150. You have to have an entire kit to be able to survive some invasions. And this is actually the last invasion of the video, and you're saying, but Scrub, there's about 6 minutes left of the video. You're telling me that this is a 6-minute invasion? Yes, I am telling you. And it's with that one team again. And it's the Bolgo is the host this time. So it seems that they're just a group of friends just trying to get through the game, which I respect, but at the same time, like this invasion was so laggy. There's so many phantom hits, either that or I'm just bad and don't know how to take my losses and need to stop making excuses. But yes, this is a 6-minute invasion. I don't even know if some of y'all are even at this part of the video, because I don't know why I care about my analytics. Some of y'all only can watch like 3 minutes of a video and then click away and do whatever. Me, I love getting through a whole video. Why? Because I love Elden Ring invasions. And so why would I only watch 3 minutes of an Elden Ring invasion video? I'll watch the whole damn thing if I need to. you know, increase that average watch time for the people that I support. So I guess if you made it this far in the video, comment what your favorite color is in the comment section. And so those who don't know will be confused and be like, what? Did I miss something? And then they'll watch the end of the video. See, I'm so smart. Now that's how I can get people baited into watching the entire video. Except, nah, I doubt that will hardly work. So, yeah. Anyways, I tried to pretend that I didn't see this guy, but I clearly did, because you could just turn your camera 180 degrees. I don't know why people assume that they could just sneak up on players. I want to do a ninja build though. Like, go into, actually, I don't know. Like a critical ninja build, just focus on using like the Misericord and having the Dagger Talisman at like level 10 or 20, and just hang out in Stormvale Castle and just like assassinate people. That'd be pretty cool, not gonna lie. I don't know how I'd pull that off. I don't even know if criticals would even do that much damage with the Misericord and the Dagger Talisman, but you never know. Don't knock it till you try it. So yeah, so anyways, going back to what I was saying about trying to hit out of hit stun, thinking I could get a lot of these people in the midst of their attacks, but it didn't really work out most of the time. And I need to, my stamina management was very bad in this invasion, because you'll find me running out of stamina a lot and then having to go recuperate, or like taking hits simply because I couldn't like dodge or roll and do whatever to escape a sketchy situation where I'm getting blendered. So I don't know, it's easy to just gather players together and just L2 them all at the same time, but it is what it is. Also, I'm pissed because you saw me break that Starlight Shard right there and you heard the sound, but apparently the game didn't register it, which I was sad about, because that host jump attacked me out of the animation, but it made the sound. So it's just like, why am I not getting FP back slowly? I do not know. I didn't know that I was going to need more than one blue flask to win this invasion. Like, see, it was so laggy. I didn't even take any damage from that volcano pot right there. I don't want people to call me out saying like I'm hacking. No, I'm not. I'm not. I like, I have a life. I don't sit in my basement all day and just hack to make myself feel better thinking I'm good at the game or whatever. No. And if you do that, seek help. Better than that, seek Jesus. Nah, Jesus is probably looking down at me right now and saying, really? You're going to tell people to seek Jesus if they're hacking, but you're not going out into the streets and saying that? The thing is, the streets would kill me. And you know what? Actually, nah, I'd die. I'd die for Jesus. I would. Anyways, getting carried away here. This is a longer invasion, because if these guys weren't as laggy, and if this wasn't such a latent invasion, I felt like this would have gone by so much faster compared to the other one. But at the same time, like, getting rid of 3-man teams when you only have 3 weapons, I suppose, it's kind of difficult. And unfortunately, I was so panicked in that moment of like, oh gosh, they're both low health. Who would I lock onto to finish the L2? But unfortunately, none of it worked. So I don't know. And this session was like kind of late at night, so like my brain was kind of on shutdown for a little bit. And I don't know, some days like I'm really good at like hot swapping or like just using the menu all the time. Some days I'm just really bad and I have no idea what I'm doing. But I don't know. I mean, more wisdom for this video, I suppose. Not every day is going to be the way you want it to be. I mean, I don't think any day is what you expect it to be. Why worry about tomorrow when you can focus on what's happening right now? The present is called the present for a reason. And I said that already in another video, but I think it's crucial wisdom for everyone to understand. So don't get caught up in tomorrow. So yeah, luckily it finally came to the point where I could just L2 both the Phantoms to death because they were right next to each other. I was just waiting for that golden moment, and luckily I reached it. So hallelujah, I suppose. So yeah, again, attacking out of hit stun. No idea why I do that, because I could be stupid thinking, oh man, maybe my L2 can roll catch the guy, but it's hardly gonna work, and he's super late anyways. And so yeah, I don't know what was going on in my brain during this invasion, but I mean, obviously I'm including it because I win, so I might as well segue out of like commentating about the invasion and just say like, that's the rest of the video, I guess. Well, I know there's like a few more seconds left, but it's like, yeah, don't try to attack out of his stun when going up against a Dragon Halberd, otherwise he'll just get L2'd to death. So yeah, anyways, that's the L2 build. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I love you. Be good to yourselves, and I hope you have fun doing whatever you're gonna do after you're done watching this video, which is gonna end right when the song ends, which is right about now.